Missing someone.
Hi you guys, this is Saya signing in, and in today's video guys, as you can tell by the title, Jambassador applications are open once again. So this is a big surprise to me, and I'm sure a lot of people in the community, I mean I had a feeling it's coming eventually, but Jambassador applications are finally open on Jam and Jam Classic. So a lot of people, I don't think I need to explain what Jambassadors are, but for those who don't know, the role of Jambassador is pretty much an unpaid position which creators of Jam provide to you exclusive resources and opportunities that help you make content the best it can be. So pretty much they give you this title and you get to represent the game in your content, and you have that kind of extra supporting factor behind you, that being Jam. So this was announced on May 18, 2023. So this year they actually announced that the Jambassador application finally open after I believe 2 years since they've been open since the last time. So here is the Daily Explorer. This is Jam's kind of daily blog. You can check out a bunch of news on here and stuff, and pretty much here it says Jambassador applications are open. The role of Jambassador is an position. Pretty much already read this, so skip that over. But pretty much here is the kind of features of the program, why it is beneficial for those that are interested in it. So this includes, but is not limited to, early game content previews. Prepare your posts ahead of time, so you pretty much get early sneak peeks of updates and stuff that are coming to Jam and Jam Classic, so you kind of have time ahead of everybody else to prepare your videos to go out as soon as the actual update goes out, which I think is pretty cool. Exclusive game materials that makes your content stand out. So from what I know, I think you can like request certain assets for your posts or thumbnails for YouTube videos that aren't normally available on the Jam archives or elsewhere on the internet, and like directly from Jam's like artists and stuff, which I think pretty cool. Interviews and discussion panels with staff members. I think this is one of the coolest features of being a Jambassador. Definitely this is what calls for me. I would love to, you know, interview staff members of Jam and kind of learn more about how the game works internally over there. Monthly in-game promotional events with special prizes. So you know, there's a lot of social events for the Jambassadors. They host every once in a while, so this is pretty much what they are referring to here. Collaboration opportunities with our official social media channels. So what this means is Jam's YouTube channel, they pretty much give you an opportunity to perhaps feature in one of their videos. I know for the last while they were actually publishing their own versions of tutorials for Play Wild, or Jam Mobile I should say, and they were actually featuring some Jambassadors in it, which I think was pretty cool. Opportunities to publish your content in game, that's the same thing. I believe in Serapia Theater in Jam, they actually do display videos from certain Jambassadors in there, which I think is also cool. Letters of recommendation for your school and job applications. This is something I didn't know about, but yeah, you could apply for Jambassador and maybe someday Jam will help you get a job somewhere, which I think is pretty funny. So here are the requirements and prerequisites. So you need these things in order to even apply and be in consideration, I believe. So post content of some form at least once a month. Content is appropriate for the platforms on which it is hosted. 2,000 followers on your primary media sharing platform. You are 13 years of age or older. If under 18, have parent permission to apply and partake in the program. Follow Jam rules and terms of service while in game, and show a positive attitude in and outside of the game. Please complete and submit form below by no later than May 31st to consider for the Jambassador program. And that's pretty much everything you need to know to apply for the program. Now I do want to say just ahead of time, because a lot of people do get disappointed in when they pick out Jambassadors and they find out they didn't get in. It's not the end of the world. Obviously it is kind of disappointing if you don't get chosen, but you know, it's not what defines you. Obviously it is a cool opportunity to pretty much represent the game and whatnot. However, your content is what makes you you, and you know, whether you are a part of the Jambassador program or not, I don't think that should change it. But you know, if you do meet the requirements and it's something you want to apply for, I don't say why you don't go for it if you do want to partake in it. That is, personally myself, I might throw a sneaky little application in here. We'll never know, but I figured I would make a video on all this because I know a lot of you out there are interested in the Jambassadors and the program itself and how it works. So I'd like to alert the community that applications are open. So if you are eligible, go ahead, check it out. Maybe you might send an application in. As for the actual application here, it just pretty much asks your email, what platforms you post on. They do offer TikTok, Reddit, and Tumblr now, and also wikis, which I don't think they did before, and also Twitch. So it seems like they are branching out to other creators as well, which could be pretty cool. Then they ask for your usernames on platforms and then your highest follower account, as well as how often you post content for Alamo Jam along with your username and parent dashboard, and whether you play Classic or Alamo Jam more. And it does say here, this will not affect whether you or not you are chosen to become a Jambassador. So for you Classic players that do meet the requirements, you are eligible even if you only play Classic. There was a huge drama like years ago that people that played Classic primarily were not chosen because Classic has less players than Alamo Jam Mobile, which obviously is not the case. They just picked mainly mobile play wild players because that's mainly the people that applied. What's your age range? You know, you can choose that. Your parents' primary email if you are under 13. Why would you like to be a Jambassador and what would you do in your role? And then confirm the following. Then it pretty much says here, have patience as our team reviews all submitted applications. The final Jambassador selection will be publicly announced no later than August 31st, 2023. So expect a video next month from me telling you all the new Jambassadors. Please note, if you are accepted into the Jambassador program, Alamo Jam will require that you and your parent, if you are under 18, sign a non-disclosure agreement regarding new content and internal information that Jambassadors are privy to. Now, this might seem a little bit daunting, but this is just pretty much them saying if you are alerted and shown like new content, like new updates and stuff ahead of time, that you don't leak it until they give you a green light to do so. So you don't post about new content until they tell you to, if they give you a certain date, or wait for it to actually fully be released into the game, like on an update date. Joining the Jambassador program will not require you to change anything about your content, nor will it restrict what you post on your personal social media platforms. You are permitted to take a break in posting content at any time without losing your position as Jambassador. We only ask you that you let your team know if you will be unreachable such during a break. Jambassadors must continue to follow the same in-game rules and TOS as other players and will not be granted any exceptions in account discipline decisions. Jambassadors will also not be permitted access to other players' personal information nor insights into any individual account discipline cases. So this is a very, very common misperception of the program. I am pretty glad that they did put this here to clarify. A lot of people think Jambassadors are chosen and they only choose people that are only covering positive topics and never like talking about like bad stuff on the game. Like if there's a hacker going around, like people say, oh, Jambassadors never talk about that because, well, Alamo Jam usually handles that stuff and there's really no point of them posting about it if Alamo Jam already knows about it, type of thing. And then another big thing is I've spoken to some previous Jambassadors that thought that they couldn't go back to the Jambassador program because they left. They just didn't realize. It's kind of like an in and out thing from what I've been told by some other Jambassadors. So I think it's a pretty cool thing that you can like take a break for a while and come back to it if you need to. And Alamo Jam's pretty supportive in that regard. And this as well, Alamo Jam Jambassadors are not unbannable, as some people say. I mean, there's been examples in the past. I don't think I need to get into those, but do keep that in mind. You will still have to follow the rules like usual and no pressure with that. I don't know if this was a misconception people had here where you could view status reports of other people's accounts. I don't know if anybody has ever said that about Jambassadors, but obviously that's not the case either. They don't get special access to private information of players or anything. They pretty much have the same information as anybody else. The only difference here is they get to see content ahead of time. They get the opportunity to show up on the official Alamo Jam social media channels, and they get to partake in special events and give out special prizes. That is pretty much essentially the main factors of the program. They don't get special treatment other than if you want to count those things as special treatment. And then of course a letter of recommendation for your school or job. But yeah, that's pretty much all things you need to know about it, about the program, about the application process. So yeah, it's going to wrap it up here. Make sure to drop a sub if you did enjoy this video and turn the notification bell on if you want to get notified on future ones too. Make sure to drop a like on it if you did enjoy, and let me know in the comment section below if you are eligible. Are you going to apply for it? And if not, who do you want to see in the Jambassador program? Let me know in the comments who you're rooting for. But yeah, that's going to be all. And this is Saya signing out.